Thank you. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank God. Okay, great. 1880 attempts. Okay. So, this... I have a lot to talk about with this level. So, this was originally... This was given to me by Bino. Thank you again to Bino. To verify. Really cool level. I love the decoration in this as always. Bino knocks it out of the park visually, atmospherically. I mean, just master of atmosphere. I absolutely love how it works with the song. I don't know. I really do like the deco in this level a lot. The concept's great. Everything in the level is snap to grid. Like, the gameplay-wise, at least. Everything in the level is snapped to the grid exactly. Which is cool. That's kind of neat, right? Everything is, like, exactly on a block, right? That's cool. That's clever. That's well done. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, two things. One, Bino thought that this was an insane demon. This is not an insane demon. This is easily, comfortably an extreme. I should probably tell Bino I beat it. Okay, so this is comfortably an extreme. Dark River, another one of Bino's levels that Bino did definitely call extreme, was like, what, 1,600 attempts, and that was like a year ago probably now, maybe more. It was a while ago, like a long while ago. I've improved since, right? I've improved, and this still took me more attempts. Even with 3 deaths, at least, maybe 4 deaths, even? I think maybe 4 deaths. Past the ship, maybe 5, I don't know, 4 or 5 deaths past the ship. Even with those deaths, I was still well above Dark. I mean, it would have been maybe like 1,700 and something at best case scenario. This is so an extreme. I mean, it's not even close, in my opinion, at all. Like, it's not even an entry level extreme. It's definitely not like a super hard extreme either. Yes, it's not terrible. It's nowhere near list. But no, it's not an insane demon. It's just not. Second of all, I really started to hate playing this towards the end of this experience because the ship part is so much harder than anything else in the level by a mile and a half. And this is the problem with doing snap-to-grid gameplay ship parts like this, is if you want to have it be non-trivial, it has to be impossible, right? It's so difficult to make a ship part like this, in this style, with these restrictions, that isn't like 10 times harder than everything else in the level, right? It's genuinely challenging, and I know because I've tried it before. It's really, really hard to pull off. Almost impossible. And this is no exception, where the core gameplay for the ship, or not the ship, for the Cuban robot is, like, difficult timings. There's a few that are more difficult than others that I didn't love, namely the one pink orb before the chain of green orbs at, like, 30-ish or so. The green orb after the long chain of gravity portals, that's at, like, 43. The yellow orb... where you like fall off of the block and then hit the yellow orb a little bit to the right of the yellow orb and a little below the yellow orb, and then you like go up and like like just like nice land flat on top of it. I don't know. There were a few clicks that were difficult, right? The black orb at 83 too was or 82 maybe was surprisingly difficult too. It was like an 11 frame window on 288 or something like that, which is not easy to hit. But it was consistent, so I left it in, right? It wasn't like it depended on previous clicks. Like, it was the same click every time, it was fine. It wasn't a big issue once you got a feel for it. But yeah, no, the ship was brutal. I mean, I nerfed like 7-8 things in this ship part, and I still think it's the hardest part of the level by a country mile. Like, it's not even close. It's ridiculous, and the ship part alone is reason enough for this to be an extreme, in my opinion. If the rest of the level was like hard demon and then that ship part was there, I'd still argue that this is maybe an extreme. Yeah, this is brutal. This is really brutal. I cannot say I would recommend this level unless it looks like something you'd like. Right? With Dark River, I'd say, please, everyone go play Dark River. It's so good. You know what I mean? Mush. I'm like, yeah, people could understand Mush. That's fine. People could get that level down, and, you know, that's fine. This level, I would really strongly not recommend if it looks like you're not going to enjoy it. if this seems like something you'd be interested in, go for it, because I could absolutely see someone having a blast with this level. I could see someone absolutely adoring this. For me, it was pretty in the middle, because I loved the concept. I think the execution was really good, as usual, with Bino stuff. But yeah, you have a huge, huge difficulty spike at the ship. I mean, just fucking massive. And I did my best to nerf stuff, but there are parts that you just, if you nerf it, then it goes from really hard to genuinely free immediately, right? And it's an unfortunate side effect of the restrictions of building on the grid. But anywho, the level verified. Yay! I'll be sending this over to Bino to hopefully publish later today. Once it is uploaded, I'll put an ID in the description so you can check this level out. Yeah, have a look. Give it a look. I think this absolutely deserves rate just visually alone. This is really, really a good level. And yeah, the gameplay, like I say, not my kind of gameplay, especially with that difficulty spike, but it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's very good gameplay. It's just very not made for me, which is the problem. Alright, I'm gonna cut the recording here now. Bye.